everybody, it's Huge Ranger. It's going to be week 2 of PE Simplified, where I basically try to get all the things that I've learned that are super important and try to simplify it as much as possible so I can basically make your life easier in terms of this whole PE thing. Easier to understand, basically. All right, so let's start off this video with mistake 1, and then we'll save the other mistakes for other videos. That way I can go more in depth or more, deeper into each mistake, right? So number 1 mistake that we're going to talk about is never starting. So it's really easy with PE to get into research mode, quote unquote research mode. So you're watching endless videos, reading everything on the subreddit, getting bigger, reading this routine and reading that routine. It's really easy to fall into that because PE is relatively new in the form that we're looking at it right now. PE is pretty old, like as something that people do, but in terms of, getting bigger and these people's channels and content creators, it's pretty new. It's not been around for that long. And it's already advanced to the point where everybody could start and everybody can do it safely if they do it correctly. But since it's so new, people still have that fear of starting, which is completely natural. And it's something I had when I first started. And, you shouldn't feel bad for having that fear, of messing yourself up. PE is extremely safe if you do it correctly and if you progress correctly, so it's really easy for people to never start because they are researching this and researching that. Oh, I'm so scared. Like, I don't want to start because blah, 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 so understand that PE done correctly is going to be nothing but beneficial to you. So the only way to find that correct, quote unquote, correct routine is to actually start, and start really, really low and slow, right? So second thing is always looking for the perfect plan. You have to understand that there is no perfect plan, because the perfect plan is like a routine that gives you gains forever. But there is no such thing as a routine that gives you gains forever because your body adapts to whatever routine. So let's say you start off PE and you're growing for a few months, you're growing with this very same routine. Eventually you're going to hit a point where that routine no longer gives you any gains because it doesn't give you the expansion or the elongation that you're looking for that's required for you to grow. So that makes it not perfect, right? So instead of looking for the perfect routine that doesn't exist, you should really just look for a beginner or a foundation. Build a nice foundation for yourself from the very beginning, and then allow time to reveal the next level, basically, of that routine. Number 3 is overthinking instead of taking action. So again, it kind of goes back to the research mode, which is just analysis paralysis. You're thinking about this, you're thinking about that. This guy said this guy said that. This creator said this, you should start like this, and this guy said that, And it's really easy to listen to all of them and take all their advice to heart and never start because of the conflicting ideas that they have between them. So instead of taking action, people literally just walk in circles and never start, and in return never gain. When in reality, all you have to do is just get a little routine, even if it's not perfect. Just make sure it's safe, make sure it's low and slow, and then build upon that. That's how you start. And that will give you way better returns in investment than overthinking and never starting. So the 4th thing I wanted to talk about is you have to understand nothing really works unless you actually start. That's the reality. You can sit there and watch all my videos. You can watch all of Perfect Swerve's videos. You can watch all of BD's videos and basically learn everything you have to learn about PE. And you will still be the same size next month and next month and next month if you never actually do any PE, because you have to do it in order to actually grow. And you have to look at PE as 2 forms of entertainment, or not entertainment, but 2 like reservoirs of information. Number 1 is the stuff that you read and you hear, and then number 2 is the things that you actually do. Because reading about a routine, that's one form of learning, and then actually doing it, that's experience. So you need experience and you actually need information in order to actually grow. And then the last thing I want to talk about is how progress works. So with PE, it's about consistency over time, not preparation. So preparation is a little part of it. The most of the PE gains that you're going to get is from consistency. So it's just a little bit of preparation that you need in the form of finding a routine that's like a beginner-friendly routine, and then learning how to progress that over time and looking for things to look for in terms of overwork or whatever, and then being consistent and allowing time to reveal the next level. And then you get to that next level, and then you allow time to again reveal the next level by being consistent. That's the only way to do it. So don't stay stuck on the preparation part, because that's just one side of it, and it's literally the minority part of it. The majority is the consistency. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. Mistake number 1. The next videos are going to be about mistake number 2 and 3. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This whole series, PE Simplified, is about simplifying PE, about things that I've learned the hard way, so that way you can learn it the easy way. If you want to make PE even easier on yourself, I would recommend you go to the Discord link. You're most likely watching this on Reddit, so you just go to the bottom of the Reddit post, and there should be a Discord link. If you're watching this, if you're the one person that watches it on the YouTube app, then it should be in the description or in the comments. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.